Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another update for Whispers of the Old Gods. So this is the second video in a line of what I assume will be multiple more, talking about all the cards being released in Whispers of the Old Gods. Today I'm joined by Falcofart.
Hello.
And we have 15 more cards to show you. So as of March the 24th, these are the cards that have been officially announced, and we've seen the card text and card art for. So let's start off straight in with card number 12. Remember, we saw the first 11 in the last video. This just allows you to see what kind of video, which number video you're on. So we saw a new legendary for this Old Gods. It's N'Zoth the Corruptor. So it's a 10 mana card, just like Cthulhu, and it's a 5/7 with the battle cry, summon your Death Rattle minions that died this game. So Falcofar, what do you think of this card?
Well, I highly encourage, I guess is a word, that paladins would play this. It's my thought, because a Tyrion, just the fact of having two Tyrions.
Tyrion's a pretty strong minion.
Tyrion is said to be the best legendary in the game.
I would disagree.
The reason being, it can't be big game hunted.
Right.
It trades very well. Like what has more than 6 health? Not much.
Other legendaries, basically.
Other large minions, and then even then it has Divine Shield.
So it's basically like you're getting the 12 attack, kind of. 12 value.
It depends, yeah.
Attack.
Also, it has Taunt, so it protects you.
And of course the major Death Rattle, which is what connects it to.
Yeah, and it gives you the
N'Zoth, sorry.
The weapon as well, and yeah, and then there's Sylvanas, which
you
is
see
there.
on screen.
And then if the meta slows down enough, Karen, Bloodhoof would be played. I doubt Hunters would play it with the Savannah High main.
My question is, does it work on cards that have the text in it?
Soul of the Forest, or like Explorer Hat. If you hat a minion, we'll just summon it.
So I think we just need to we need to see a little bit more clear in the future how it's exactly going to work. We need some testing on this, but so far it seems like kind of a cool card, right? Maybe not necessarily great, but kind of a cool card.
No, I feel like if you build your deck around it, it'll be good, but you can't just put this in. You need other Death Rattle minions for sure.
Yeah, this isn't just one of those automatic add.
Also, you don't want to put too many in, because you can only have 7 creatures on your board or whatever. So this is 1. So up to 6. So if you played like Tyrion, Sylvanas, and Bloodhoof,
you can only have 4
Karen,
other.
There's 3, and then plus this, only 3 others. So it's like, you can't just play every single Death Rattle. You might not get what you want.
It's the same kind of concept with anything can happen, right? When you're trying to make those finely planned Murloc decks, you can't just put all the Murlocs in. You gotta get a specific combination.
No, you can. There's 2 ways of playing that card.
I'm a fan of the technical way.
There's
also,
a combo way, and then there's just playing a bunch of Murlocs and then using that to refill your board.
Jenny 103, I remember you. I remember how you anything can happen me in Constructed. I'll never forget. Okay. Moving on to card number 13 is Tentacle of N'Zoth. So we're still kind of continuing on with that N'Zoth theme, and it's a 1 mana 1/1 with a Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to all minions. Now, many people have compared this to Explosive Sheep, a card that's going to be leaving as it's in GVG, which is a 2 mana 1/1 Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to all minions with the mech tag. Do you think this is a suitable replacement?
I don't think it'll have the same role as the Explosive Sheep, but it will have a similar role. In the sense of, if the meta is very aggressive and you play this turn 1, it'll kill some 2-drops. Like, it'll kill basically every 2-drop in a sense.
If you
unless
hit
it's
into
a
it with
2/3,
the...
right?
Yeah.
You hit into it and then the thing explodes or whatever. I don't know what it does. The death rattle happens, and then it could also be played in stuff like Warrior. Like Grim Patron, if they want another Whirlwind type effect. Also, it could be an activator for Grom, Hellscream.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's very specific, but...
Yes. No, but enrages, I guess you could say.
All enrages,
but not, and then that's only enrage that's really used.
That's true.
And so, right, but that's another reason that Warrior might play it, right? There's, But this card is a very defensive card, because if you're like aggressive deck, it'll kill all your stuff.
That's true.
So you can only play it defensively, really.
So do you think this card will... Oh, actually, first off, I should ask, do you think this is a good, average, or below average card?
What about the other card?
Explosive Sheep? Oh, you mean N'Zoth.
Yeah.
I guess we can go over... Let's go back to N'Zoth. I think N'Zoth is exciting, but I don't think you're going to see too many N'Zoth decks.
Really?
So I think
it depends how slow the meta is.
I think, yeah, it all depends on the first couple weeks when people, because everyone's going to start playing these decks in the first couple weeks. Well, maybe not N'Zoth deck, but definitely Cthulhu, because everyone gets Cthulhu, right? So I think people are going to start experimenting with Cthulhu decks, with N'Zoth decks, and I think that they're going to find varied results, depending on how the meta goes. And I think that's what we need to see, the meta.
Yeah. So far it's looking to slow down. There's not many death rattle cards that summon a bunch of stuff, or like hard to remove minions, really.
That's true.
And if they are, they cost significantly greater.
Yeah, most sticky minions are gone now at this point with the removal of Noxoramus, right? So.
Yeah.
That's true. I think that this is a slightly above average card, but it all depends on how the meta goes, right? To decide how good this card will be in the new Hearthstone. Back to Tentacle of N'Zoth. I gave my opinion on the last card. What about you, Falcofire? Do you think it's above average, or?
I think it's above average for control deck, and it's just useless in an aggressive deck.
I agree. And rest in peace, Explosive Shape. Number 14, Cthulhu's Chosen. So we're going back to Cthulhu from last week. Or, not last week, whenever the last video came out. Cthulhu. Now, we all remember Cthulhu. It's the card that everyone's going to be getting, and it's the battle cry, deal damage equal to this minion's attack, randomly split among all enemies, and remember how we introduced the wherever it is effect last time. So, this is something new to Hearthstone, where a minion can give something an effect without necessarily having it on the board or in hand. So, the closest thing to this, me and Dynamis have been compared to it last time, is Mistcaller. Is the only call we even, or only card.
Which one?
No, the wherever it is. It's the only thing even similar we've seen before. So we don't really know how this is going to go. How this whole wherever it is effect works. But we've been given Cthulhu's Chosen now, which is a 4-mana 4/2, which, as you guys remember, is similar to Polluted Hoarder. Exactly the same stats. But Cthulhu's Chosen's card text reads, Divine Shield. Battle Cry, give your Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is. So that's why Beckoner Evil's on the screen, as Beckoner Evil's Battle Cry is give your Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is, just like Cthulhu's Chosen. The difference is Cthulhu's Chosen is not just a straight up version of Beckoner Evil. Beckoner Evil at 4 cost would be a 4/6 with no Divine Shield. While Cthulhu's Chosen is a 4/2. So what do you think of Cthulhu's Chosen?
It's a great card because people are calling it the new Shredder, because in a sense you kill the shield and then you...
It's kind of like you have 2 minions.
Kill the thing, and that will always drop a 4/2, but instead of needing 3 damage, you need only 1, and then
let's say for example, you're in an arena. You pick Piloted Old Shredder. Or what's the old one? Piloted Sky Golem?
No, Piloted Shredder.
Piloted Shredder. Let's say you get Piloted Shredder. Would you be disappointed to get Cthulhu's Chosen out of it?
Oh, Piloted Sky Golem.
Oh, Piloted Sky Golem.
4,
That's what I mean. You'd be happy with this card, right? Yeah. Even without getting the Cthulhu effect. I think that's the test. To remove the Cthulhu effect and just look at the card without the Cthulhu effect.
Oh no, people would play that without the Cthulhu effect probably. Because, what's it called?
Yes.
No, okay, so what's the Argent Commander? It's the same card, but without the Cthulhu, but has charge. Right? The 6 cost, 4/2 Divine Shield charge.
Now he's Argent, whatever, the Argent Commander. Is that a good card? It could be useful in aggressive decks, but it's not useful defensively, really. But now with the meta slowing down, will this card be used all the time?
The Cthulhu's Chosen?
Cthulhu's Chosen.
Yes.
I agree.
By almost everything except for stuff like Freeze Mage, maybe Control Warrior, depending on... Because you have to have something in the 4-drop slot unless you're playing like a Freeze Mage type deck or something that doesn't have many minions except stuff that draw cards.
And now that now that the Shredder is gone.
Yeah, so there's a gap in the 4-drop, so...
I think Cthulhu's Chosen can fill that spot fairly well. Cthulhu's Chosen is a big enough body with a Divine Shield for 4-drop. To do 4 damage, that'll clear a lot of 4-drops. At 3-drops, 2-drops, and 1-drops. And even some 5-drops. Well, actually, I can only...
4/4/2?
Yeah.
Well, if you look down 4-drops, very few things have more health than 4 that are legitimately played.
Oh, Porth's had Light Spawn. God, I love Light Spawn so much.
Okay.
But it's such a bad card.
Like, the Yeti could survive.
Yeah, but not many premium body 4-drops will survive.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think this is an above average to good card.
Well, the Yeti is a premium body, but it kills most other 4-drops, except for stuff with excessive amount of health and less attack.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think Cthulhu's going to be in the meta. Cthulhu's Chosen will be in the meta.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 15, Infested Torrent. So again, back to last week's talk of how we were comparing the older cards and giving them kind of a new twist. It's similar in name, not quite like a complete card change. It's a 4-mana 2/3 with Taunt, Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 slime.
So you're paying 1 extra mana for Taunt and 1 extra like hit point on the slime. Compared to the Harvest Golem.
I like it.
I don't see why you just wouldn't play Harvest Golem over it.
Well, if we're losing 4-drops. We are losing 4-drops. More than we're losing 3-drops, I think.
Let's just see this.
I believe we're losing more 4-drops than 3-drops. If I researched that right a couple nights ago.
Hearthstone.
I'll keep talking while you're doing this, but I think the importance of having the 2/2 slime is I think the importance of it being a 2/2 when it comes out, the Death Rattle. I think that's worth a lot more than people are taking it to be, because having it be 2/2 takes it out of ping range, or out of the Druid hero power range, or even out of the Warlock Mortal Coil. It takes it out of a lot of things that Harvest Golem normally gets. When you see the 2/1 from Harvest Golem, you're normally not worried about the 2/1. Having a 2/2 body, it's like just like getting a bigger body.
How much mana did you want?
What? 4, yeah. So here we go, guys. So how many 4-drops are we losing? Sorry, guys. Hold on.
No, just keep talking.
Anyways, I think that the importance of that extra hit point is what makes this card as good as I think it's going to be.
So in Nox Ramus,
we're losing how many cards?
Playable 4-drops. None. Void Caller, but that's class specific. Yeah. And in GVG,
I think there are going to be more GVG 4-drops than obviously Nox Ramus 4-drops. As there are more cards.
Playable 4-drops.
Arcane Nullifier, Kazan Mystic.
Okay, where's Arcane Nullifier? Nobody plays that.
I don't know.
Okay, Piloted Shredder.
Mechanical Yeti.
That's
on
not played.
It's
not played anymore. Goblin Blast Mage is a specific class card. Kazan Mastic isn't a 4-mana card. It's when your opponent has a secret.
That's true. You wouldn't play it on curve. Well, right. It's still a strong enough body to play on curve, to be honest.
Okay, you play it on curve when you are losing.
That's
if
true.
You're winning, you don't play it unless they have a secret.
I agree. Oh, Mini Mage. I forgot all about Mini Mage. What a bad card. Mini Mage.
Anyways, so...
Yeah, okay.
You're losing, but this is played in every single deck that needs a 4-drop.
Yeah, Pilot Trey he's referring to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that we'll have to experiment with it, but I think that this is going to be an okay to above average card. What are your opinions on it then?
I don't think it's going to be played.
I think
it might only get played in Zoo Warlock.
We'll have to see. Anyways, Harvest Golem, you're safe. You're going to survive.
I think it's left below average.
Harvest Golem, because Harvest Golem is still here.
Infested Tauren.
I know, but I'm average. Saying Harvest Golem's still here, so yeah. I don't know what's going to happen here. We'll have to see. Number 16, I call it Face Manipulator, but I meant Faceless Shambler. Nothing. It just doesn't have to do anything with Faceless Manipulator. It's all about Faceless Shambler. This is easily the most cringe thing for any viewer to watch.
Oh.
Ooh, not not good. Nice.
There we go.
Good fix.
I did it.
Good fix. So it's a 4-mana taunt 1/1 battle cry. Copy a friendly minion's attack and health. We compared it to Faceless Manipulator because, of course, by name it's a similar type of card, and that the effect is quite similar. Instead of copying the minion, however, you're copying its stat line.
So, obviously, you just want to copy the stats of a large creature. So playing a large creature that has a negative to it, like what's that? Eerie Statue, the 4-mana 7/7 can't attack. You can then play this on it next turn and gain a 7/7 taunt for 4 mana. But you have to have the Eerie Statue there. So
I think.
No, what's the other one? The 2-mana thing.
Argent Watcher?
Yeah, that one that can't attack.
Aren't we losing Argent Watcher?
No, that's classic.
Is it a classic card?
Yeah. But the main combo that everybody's thinking of is the Power of Overwhelming combo.
Mm-hmm.
Because you copy
and you'll keep
attack and health, but not the effect. So basically, on turn 5, you play that on anything really, and then you copy it, and whatever it was gets +4/+4
for that turn. Plus you get this minion.
Plus you get this minion with taunt, so it could be used in like some stalling Warlock decks. It could be used in Zoo Warlock. Just Power Overwhelm something. Copy it,
and then
it will protect all your littler stuff.
I agree. I think that, but what I think
for any other class, Faceless Manipulator is better because if you're priest, you want to copy your Ysera's ability. If you're warrior, you want to copy whatever thing ability, right?
That's true. That's true. I think that since Faceless Manipulator is still in the game, of course, because it was a classic card, I don't think it's going to see tons of play. I think, of course, everyone experiments with the new cards on the first couple weeks.
I think that this one will see play exclusively in Warlock.
I agree.
The Shambler.
I'm going to say that it's a average card even for a Warlock.
For Warlock?
I
think it's slightly above average, but for everybody else it's completely below average.
Alright, moving on to number 16.
This is 16.
17, Forbidden Flame. It's the 0-mana mage card. So we're getting to our first card classes and spells of the day. It is a spell that says spend all of your mana. Deal that much damage to a minion. Now, when I first saw this card, I was very skeptical of it. I didn't think it was a very good card until Falcofard explained a very important part of this card, because I thought, well, why wouldn't you just play something like Flame Lance? Flame Lance has so much more value. You'd have to use 8 mana to get the same value you get from 5 mana from Flame Lance. And Pyroblast is exactly the same,
except you have to do it to a minion.
Except you have to do Forbidden Flame to a minion, so why wouldn't you play Pyroblast?
Well, see, what you do is, if you have a Mana Worm, on turn 1, you can play your Mana Worm, and then you Forbidden Flame, let's say they went first, whatever creature they put out. And even though the spell doesn't do anything, I'm assuming you can still spend it when you have no mana. I have no idea. Might not let you, then you'd have to have 1 mana. But like, assuming that you can spend it when you have no mana, when you throw the spell, it'll just buff up your Mana Worm. So it's like a 0-mana card. Activate all your stuff, like after spell triggers. Like if you wanted to run Wild Pyromancers in a mage deck for some reason, you have this. It's literally just
an activator.
Trigger your Wild Pyromancer's ability, kind of.
And I thought that was super interesting, because at the beginning I just thought, well, this is a useless card. Why would you ever play this? But being an activator for other minions, I think, is a huge part of it, if it works.
If then only if. You might have to have 1 mana. You don't know, right? If it's... Because it says spend all your mana. If you have 0 mana, does it not let you play it?
I don't know. We'd have to see. But even still, with this addition of being an activator, I still think this card's below average to suck. I do not think it's going to be
I don't think it... You'd have to make a deck around it.
Yeah.
Which
is why there's no point. It's not strong enough.
It's not strong enough, so I don't think it's...
I would say...
I don't think it'll be used. I
don't think it's Eater of Secrets bad, but it's bad.
I think... No, Eater of Secrets is okay depending on what other people are playing.
Did you hear the analogy I made last week?
It doesn't matter. It depends on what other people are playing for Eater of Secrets. Forbidden Flame is one of those cards that you want to have to play it, and if you don't want to play it, you won't. But if every single class is playing Secret Paladin, you play... Like, if every single time you rank up Secret Paladin, you would put Eater of Secrets in your deck.
It's true.
But if every single class is playing Freeze Mage, why would you put
Forbidden Flame? Forbidden Flame doesn't help.
It's not strong enough to help. It doesn't help against other classes.
Yeah, there's no matchup for Forbidden Flame.
With you.
There's no matchup for Forbidden Flame to
So help. Eater of Secrets is okay in some situations, but this is just could be terrible in every situation.
That's true. I agree. Moving on to card... Oh, and by the way, Pyroblast is a very bad card. Don't play Pyroblast.
No.
It's a bad card.
Like, it can be a finisher.
Oh, okay. Still can mind control.
No.
Moving on to number 18. Forbidden... Actually, that's weird. I normally put the new card on the left. Forbidden Healing is a 0 mana, again, with the whole Forbidden card name. It's spend all your mana and heal for double the mana you spent.
So, Holy Light, for example, if you play Forbidden Healing with 2 mana left or on turn 2, you'd heal for 4. Holy Light, you heal for 6.
But you can only heal for 6.
Once you hit 3 mana, heal for 6 for Holy Light. This is 1 mana worse. Then 4 mana, heal for 8. This is still better to play 2 Holy Lights. But when you get higher up in the mana, like 10 mana, heal for 20 for Paladin
is huge.
It just
could be game changing.
You're against a Face Hunter, turn 10. You just like huge. Back up to full basically.
Okay, but then if turn 10's a long time to last against a Face Hunter if you're already losing.
You're Paladin.
That's true. It's a good matchup.
It's decent. It's not a winning matchup. It's not a losing matchup. You're not playing Warlock into Hunter, right? Like, it's not bad. It's not a good one.
That's why I don't play Morlock. Warlock. I said Morlock. I should create my own. What do you call it? Meta. Morlock.
That's not a meta. That's a name. Okay. Anyways, so I feel it will be played if the meta slows down enough. Also, heal for the double your mana spent. Can you heal anything?
That's true. That is true.
Is it your character only?
That's true.
Because if it isn't, it could be a tempo play.
True.
You put out your like turn 4 or 5. What is that? Injured Blade Master and just heal it with this. Cavaldier Raider.
Is that right? No.
I don't know. Injured Blade Master, the 4/3 that has 4 hit points taken off.
Yeah, the 4/7 with -4.
Yeah, you could just heal that up with leftover mana if you play it off curve, right? So like
it's Injured Cavaldier. That's the name of the card. No, it's not.
Injured Cavaldier?
No, Cavaldier's the 1 mana one. The 1 mana 2/4.
2/4 to take 3 health. Anyways, can you heal something like that
Injured
for
Blade
tempo?
Master, you're right.
For tempo, or is it only your hero? I feel like if it's only your hero, it'll be put in only
specific
mid-range paladin that wants to have its power go into 4 and 5 and 6 and maybe 7, and then by turn 8 be able to just spend a turn on healing up half their health up to 16, right?
Okay. I think this card will see an interestingly high amount of play, but I don't think it's going to become something you have to automatically add.
I don't feel it will see a lot of play. I feel like the aggressive decks won't run it.
Of course.
Because they don't care about healing.
Yes, that is.
Unless some card it synergizes with or something. And high control decks might have enough healing, depending on how much of the really healing cards on Paladin. Because there's a lot of stuff that just heals you. But like the mid-range decks might be a one-of as well.
Can you imagine if this is a priest card with Aconite Soul?
That's why it isn't a priest card.
Just the synergy would be great.
No, but anyways,
just great.
I feel like it's gonna be a one of in a lot of decks.
I agree.
You don't need two of these. You just need one at one point in the game just to double your health, basically.
I think there'll be some amazing plays with this card, but I don't think. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll see play. Moving on to card number 19, Forbidden Shaping. So it's the last of the Forbidden cards, and it's a priest card.
You could have compared this to Unstable Portal.
You're right. You're right. Similar. Forbidden Shaping, so it's a priest card that says spend all your mana, summon a random minion that costs that much. So at some points, at the higher ups, you kind of know what you're going to get. Like with 10 mana cards.
Well, let's just see.
With 10 mana cards, you've got your Sea Giant, Deathwing. What other 10 mana cards are there?
Let's see. Let's put it
10 mana minions, should I say? But I think you kind of know what you're getting when you get up to higher ups. If you play for 10
let's just see 10 mana cards.
But I still don't know if at that point does this card still warrant a.
It's Colin versus Gnomes.
But does this still kind of warrant an add into a priest deck? Okay,
so you could get a Cthulhu at 10 mana.
N'Zoth.
Deathwing, N'Zoth, Varian, Frost Giant, and Sea Giant.
So your worst.
Summon a random minion. So let's check 9.
So at the worst, you're gonna get Cthulhu stats. Oh, sorry, then the worst N'Zoth is your worst stat wise. So you have a 1 in 6 chance.
At 8 mana. Okay, is there sorting?
That obviously isn't.
Cost. So there's 10. So
9.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Basically, you don't play it ever at 9 mana.
18. There's 18 cards.
Because of Major Domo Executus. Just don't play it at 9 mana. Because you could literally lose the game if you get that.
Hey, and if you want to see a great person losing a game, go to episode 14 of Hearthstone Mondays.
Then again...
Or 13, sorry. That's a great episode.
Then again, you would get stuff like Ysera, King Harash. Those could really change the game. There's a lot of 9 drops, right? They can be good and bad. At 8...
8's a really good spot.
2, no. 3, 4, no. 8, there isn't as many cards, and the outcome seems to be slightly...
What card is that? I've never even seen this card before.
The Boogie Monster? I think that might be a fake card. Anyways, or a new card.
I don't know. Anyways, we'll pretend that card doesn't exist for now. But I think that I don't think this card will see play.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, but I don't think it's worth.
It might be a see play.
But in the priest meta, is there space?
In priest,
is there
you
space
don't do anything turn 2 except for draw a card with your hero power and your turn 1 cleric. So
I don't think there's any point.
You might put a 1 of.
Maybe
just
a 1
for
of.
your
I think it's gonna be rare to see this card after the first couple weeks. I think the first couple weeks people are gonna see some really cool things, but then they're also gonna get bad cards. Like they're gonna play it on turn 8 and they're gonna get something like, I don't know, what's a bad 8 drop?
There's not many bad 8 drops.
Or something that they don't need.
Bad 8 drops? Well, there's a chance that you just get an 8/8 creature, right, with taunt. You could get Tyrion. There's not really bad 8 drops.
That's true. Okay, maybe it sees a space, maybe it doesn't see a space, but I think it all depends on how the meta grows and what this card actually looks like with the addition of all the new cards from the
rest. There's a lot of 7.
But a lot of 7 drops are good too. There are a lot of good 7 drops compared to bad 7 drops. There's not that many bad 7 drops. Core Hound, not very good. You can get Confessor Paletrist, and Confessor Paletrist would just blow your mind, except for the fact you couldn't spend any mana on Confessor Paletrist.
Yeah, okay, anyways, just continue.
Anyways, card number 19, I think is average.
This is one of, no,
it's exciting.
Below average. This is one of those cards that you'd have to play a lot to figure out which mana is the best.
For value-wise. For situation.
For your situation to play at. which has the higher possibility of getting a card that would help you
10.
more?
10, probably.
No? 10 mana, you could get just 10 mana 5/7.
Okay,
and it's
but
like
that's
a 1
the
in
only
5.
one so far.
It's like a 1 in 5.
It's 1/6. Well, it was 36 cards.
Oh, anyway, that's not good odds. 1 in 6?
That's still not very good. It's just under 20%.
While if you played at 8, they were all pretty decent.
Yeah.
But if you played at 6 and 5, it's like half the time it's 50-50, right? Like, but
anyways, you think this card's below average. I think it's excitingly average.
I can just see the Tavern Brawl 30 cards of this. You can see it as well now, can't you?
Yeah, actually, it sounds like a pretty cool Tavern Brawl.
Just everybody just like Forbidden Shaping, and then somebody gets some way to bounce back Lotheb, and then they just win.
Oh, Lotheb. What a card. Anyways.
Assuming that the Tavern Brawls, they can play
Tavern
both
Brawls,
Wild and...
Tavern Brawl includes everything. They were not changing Tavern Brawl or Arena. You can still draft in Arena and Tavern Brawl. Anyways, moving on to card number 20 now. Herald Vol'jaz. Or Volage. Oh, Volage.
Volage.
Maybe the J is silent. Volage.
I feel like it is. I don't know.
So it's a 6-mana Priest Legendary.
That's terrible.
And the battle cry is summon a 1/1 copy of each of your other minions, and it's a 5/5 minion. Now again, it's being converted to Placeless Manipulator for the whole copy minion kind of theme, and of course the art kind of looks similar because they're similar creatures.
So the main problem with this is it costs 6 mana and it's a 5/5. This was a 3 mana 1/2. It might see play because at 3 mana you can play something like a 5 mana card and copy it. Actually, like a good card, and get 2 of those abilities out, whatever they are, right? But at 6 mana, you have to play a minion, have it survive, and then your next turn you play it. But the thing is, why wouldn't you just play Faceless Manipulator? It's 1 mana less, and you get the stats. So if you have your Ragnaros out and it survives somehow,
why would I want a 1/1
copy
Ragnaros when I could have a 8/8 Ragnaros?
So it's almost like you have to get 2 minions with it. Which is why if it was like a 2 mana card, 2 mana 1/1 or something, what you could do is you could have Ragnaros or something, and then another 8 drop, and then you drop this. And then it copies all them. But with this mana cost, it's very difficult to get enough value out of it.
I agree.
Without you already just have won the game.
I agree. I think that this card will not see very much play, even in the beginning weeks, as Priest is already strapped for spots in their decks. I think most Priest
is a very flexible class. It's not like Control Warrior, where it's like, Combo Druid, where it's like, these 20 cards are in every deck. Priest is one of those, well, you can drop 1 Circle of Heal and add 1 of these, and plus, Priest has a lot of cards missing. Like Light Bomb, it's gone. Melon's Chosen, something has to fill that spot, right? That's 4 cards. 4 cards, you could put in 1 legendary, 1...
But I want this is a problem.
You don't want this as your legendary, but you could, right?
I agree.
That's the point.
This video is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
No,
it's
it
Coke,
isn't.
it's cola. Go drink some Coca-Cola.
I think it's below average. If it was a 6/6, it would be
better. Look at yeah, you could look at it.
Or even just 5/6.
It needs the health, because even some 5 drops can hit this.
Why wouldn't you play Sylvanas?
4 drops can hit this.
No.
2 Pillager can kill it.
The point is, why wouldn't you play Sylvanas? It's the same stats.
It's also semi-situational.
So much better.
I agree.
To steal a minion.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah,
anyways.
I agree. Okay, fair enough. Moving on to card number 21. Nope, just the other. Undercity Huckster. It's a 2 mana, 2/2 Death Rattle. Add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. It's similar to Burgle, which we are still gonna have. And it's Burgle as add 2 random class cards. I did have to look. Add 2 random class cards from your hand from your opponent's class for 3 mana.
The thing is, this card is card-wise, it's free. You play it and you get another card. So technically, you're not spending a card, right?
And imagine this is a random, better loot holder, I would say.
No, because you can get shit with every single class. Congrats, you got Totemic Might. 0 mana, give your totems +2 health. Actually, a rogue would want that, because you can just combo anything then. But that's besides the point. It doesn't do anything.
That's beside.
Right? You can use that to combo any card, right? Mm-hmm. Just Totemic Might, then play something that requires a combo. Anyways, my prediction actually is there's gonna be a rogue legendary that gives you a 0 mana card that does nothing. Just think about it. Battlecry, add 2 nothings in your hand, whatever they want to call them, and then you just play it, and then you can put a combo out immediately, right? So so it does absolutely nothing except combos, right? That's my prediction, anyways.
Right, anyways, because Blizzard wants to keep combo rogue alive.
The thing is, what's wrong with rogue combos? If it added 2...
I don't play rogue, okay? That's the problem. I don't play rogue.
Okay. Anyways.
I don't have Force of Nature, that's the problem.
This won't get played. Okay, if you look at this...
It's cutesy, though.
Okay, Burgle never gets played.
True.
So why would you play this card?
That's so cute.
No, but see, the thing is... What was it? Burgle, on average, gives you 1 good card and 1 bad card? Is that the average, kind of?
Sure.
Genuinely?
Sure.
Right?
Could be a little bit worse than that.
Depending on what class. If you're playing against Mage, it's genuinely better. Mage. Because most Mage class cards are like Frostbolt, Fireball. Even Iceland is just freeze a guy, right? But if you're playing against something like Shaman, it's genuinely worse because you can get stuff like that do absolutely nothing.
It's the specific to Shaman. You have to have some sort
Totemic Might or something like that that's just does nothing, while Mage doesn't really have a spell or card that does nothing.
That needs something for it to do something.
Well, no, I can't think of a Mage card that needs something. Even Arcane Explosion does more than Titanic Might.
As close as I could think would be, like you said earlier, Icelands, because...
No, it still freezes...
It still freezes a minion, that's what I'm saying. I don't see any bad cards.
So, I don't see it being played... Because with 2 mana with Rogue...
And you have to think that it's also 2 mana with 2 health at this point.
Yeah.
So it's getting killed by 1 drops.
It should be a 2/3. I don't see why it isn't a 2/3. It'd be on par with stats, with most other things. Even a 3/1 in some ways... No, 3/1's terrible.
3/1's really bad. 3/1 can be pinged.
If it's a 2/3...
Even a 3/2.
No.
This card would be better.
No, it'd be so much better if it was a 3/2. Because if it's a 3/2, you can play it later game, and it can trade up into a 3-drop. Anyway, the point is, this card won't be played because there's better options.
Sure.
It is better to hero power, in my opinion, on turn 2 as a rogue.
Then play this card. Because you gotta get the deadly poison ready.
No, it depends. If you're against Paladin, it's 100% better.
Oh, okay,
because you can kill the 2/1s. Yeah. If you're against something like
1/1s.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant 2/1/1s.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're playing against something like Shaman, probably better. Not because of this card, because of you could somehow maybe kill the 1/1 thing. But I don't know. I don't see it being played because Burgle isn't played.
I'd like to try it out. But I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be...
The only card that's ever used like this is, what's his name? Nefarian?
Nefarian, that's him.
Yeah. And
even he isn't that good of a legendary, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. The reason he's played is because, first of all, he's a big body. 8/8, right? And second of all, he's a dragon. So if you're a dragon synergy deck, you can hold him in your hand since the start and always have dragon synergies. And the third reason is because he kind of gives you card advantage. You play him, you gain 2 more cards, and you get the body. Opposed to Burgle, it's essentially
not at all tempo play.
3 mana do absolutely nothing.
That turn.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. So that's our opinion for Undercity Huckster. Let's move on to the next card, 22 of 26 for this video, Halazeel the Ascended. The fun fact about this card is this is the card that Preparin revealed as he was given from Blizzard to do his reveal.
And he said it was a very good card. And so...
Do you agree?
Shaman is heading towards a control area. Because Aggro Shaman is very prominent, I guess, right now. Because it's very cheap to make card-wise. And the thing with Aggro Shaman is, it's losing Crackle and Piloted Shredder. That's it. And every aggressive deck's losing Piloted Shredder, so some people don't even count that as a loss, because everybody's losing them. So, replacing Piloted Shredder, there's, what, the 4/2 Divine Shield? Replacing Crackle.
Not so
and
far.
A 2-drop? It doesn't really matter, right?
We don't have a direct.
Little bit more damage, you could put a charger in, whatever. But this here is strictly control, in a sense, because the amount of health gain from playing this guy and then playing a Lightning Storm, if your opponent has, like, let's say 4 minions on the board, deals 2 to 3 to each, even if he deals 2 to each, heals you for 8, but that's a very low chance, so it'll probably heal you up to like 12, 8 to 12 is the range, and that's 8 mana, 4/6, possibly clear your enemy's board, and heal 12, right? This is a huge swing against aggressive decks.
And just like last time, ladies and gentlemen, here's Anti-Keelbot back again from the grave. Let's have a moment of silence for Anti-Keelbot one more time. Alright, rest in peace.
Except for my computer humming.
Rest in peace, Anti-Keelbot. We will miss you.
Not really.
I don't even have an Anti-Killbot.
You don't? Anti-Killbot?
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 They sound so similar. I don't get it.
He thought it was that for like so long.
Anti-Killbot. Anti-Heal-Bot.
Okay. I give it above average, and I think it will be played in anything from mid-range to control shaman.
Rest in peace.
Maybe aggressive if it takes longer to kill somebody and you find that like they're whittling you down slowly and you just need like an extra turn. You might play this in aggressive just to get that extra turn as one of your larger cards.
23 is a
stupid card.
Renounce Darkness. Replace your hero power and warlock cards with another classes. The cards cost 1 less.
So my question is, does this mean I have a 9 mana card, it gives me an 8 mana random other class card? Or does it mean it gives me a 9 mana other class card that costs 8 mana?
I assume it has to be the
9 mana that costs 8 mana?
Yes, I have to assume.
My other question is, are they random classes? Or if you get the mage hero power, do you know all your warlocks are mage? If you get the druid hero power,
we've never seen a choice like this before. We've never seen.
No, it's random. It's not even like discover a new class. It's just replace. So my question is, are all the class cards the same? Is it you get the mage hero power and you get all mage hero cards, or is it like you get the druid hero power?
Do I keep my neutral cards?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about changing the neutral cards.
So how many, of the warlock cards I'm losing, how many of those are in my hand when I play Renounce Darkness?
Probably 1/3, I'd say. About average deck is about 1/3. You're probably changing about 10 cards minus how many you played, maybe more or less depending on what you're playing. Up to about half, probably.
Okay, so last time I was talking about Eater of Secrets, and what I said about Eater of Secrets, I'll say about Renounce Darkness. While it is slightly cool, it sucks worse.
No.
It sucks.
No, you could have this as a one-of. And then when your deck runs out, you play this card.
And you don't have the draw. Yeah, it's useless. But still, at this point,
it's a one-of.
I don't know.
You just put it in your deck for when you run out of cards at the end. If it gets to a control, right? and you're constantly running out of cards and losing because you can't use your hero power, you put out one of these in your deck. You run out of cards, you play this card,
and now you have a workable hero
and now
power.
you have a hero power that does something at least.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think it's below average. I think it sucks. Personally, I think it can be useful in situations, but I think mostly it sucks, and it won't see almost any play.
It won't, unless it's a gimmick.
Moving on to number 24. Doom! It's another Warlock.
I realized why the click doesn't work, because it's still on pen mode.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
thanks for drawing that in the corner of Doom. We'll have to see that forever now.
That's not how that works.
10 mana Doom. Destroy all minions. Destroy a card. Draw a card for each.
So, on average, drawing a card, one card is worth about
Half.
1 mana.
Oh, okay. Just don't know.
Loot Hoarder, 2 mana, 2/1.
Nothing.
That's a 1 mana stat line, right? So it's about 1 mana, depending on, like, Shiv, that's way more than 1 mana.
At 10 mana, I would say there should be at least 4 to 6 minions on the board.
On average, by 10 mana, there's probably only 2 to 3.
2 to 3? Ouch, my prediction was off.
Okay, no, it depends.
3
it
to
depends.
5?
If you're playing against the aggressive deck, and you go all the way to 10 mana, usually by that time they ran out of cards in their hand, and if they have a full board, you're dead no matter what. Kind of.
Dude!
Because you already have lost all the health from all these things attacking you, right? But if they have like 1 to 2 things on the board and they're just top decking you, right? Like, you're against a control deck. They only really have at most 3 things on the board. At most. Average probably 0 to 1. Because the control warrior, what are you doing? You're hitting armor up every turn. You're playing your armor smith to kill all the stuff, and then that's about it. You're not playing like stuff to actually contest anything, right? You have stuff like Big Game Hunter. You don't play that at turn 3. Anyways, so I'd say there's probably by turn 10, not in arena, in constructed, 2 to 4 on the board.
So is it worth it? Is this a good card?
Not in constructed, because 10. You get to 10 mana. You save your life with this. Let's say you draw 6 cards. You're 6 cards faster into fatigue, right? Also to the fact of your hand can't be full. What if it, right? But for each minion, draw a card. Each minion. So that's friendly as well.
Yeah. Every.
So now Zoo Warlock is going to have one of these in their deck. They're going to have a full board of 7 minions, and this is going to be their refill. They're going to hope to draw this, and then they're going to just play this card, destroy all their stuff, their whole board presence. No. The main problem with this is...
You had me going there. I was like, where is he going to go with this?
No, it's bad. That would be terrible.
No, I was like, what is this new tactic I've never heard before?
No, it could work, I guess. If every minion on your board, okay, you play Onyxia, the guy Big Game Hunters it. You attack face with all the whelps, and then you play Doom.
Some good card draw, I gotta say.
That's like what, draw 7 cards?
Probably.
Because it's the 6 whelps, and then
the BB Hunter.
The Big Game Hunter.
Almost.
But anyway, Doom is the best arena card ever. Because when in arena do you go to fatigue? Once every 30 games?
And when in arena are you like, I wish I had the card that's further in this deck. Oh wait, here's 5 more cards.
Oh wait, here's that card that's, you were like, why did I have to pick this? Wisp or something stupid like that.
Oh look, here's 5 wisps, darn it.
It's just like, have to choose between Wisp, Snapjaw Turtle, and...
Target Dummy.
No, that's a rare. It wouldn't come up.
Anyway. Shield. I mean, the shield guy. The 04.
Shield bearer.
Yeah.
It's just like 04, 27,
1/1.
1/1. That's a hard decision, honestly. That's harder than like choosing. Anyways.
A legendary.
Yeah. But legendary in arena, you pick this every time. 100%.
Do you like it better than Twisted Nether
in arena?
Yeah. Because that 2 mana difference is big. Twisting Nether allows you to Twisting Nether and play a 2-drop, or 1-drop.
Assuming that you have one.
And assuming you have one as well.
It depends. I feel like Doom will be better because card draw is worth a lot more in Arena.
That's true. That's true. That's why Loot Hoarder is so good in Arena.
It's
better than it is in Constructed.
It's been played in Constructed.
No, I'm not saying it's not played in Constructed. I'm just saying it's better in Arena. Anyways, moving on to card number 25. We're on the second to last card of this video, guys. Are you excited? Are you still here? Anyone? Sorry, I fell asleep.
Same.
Number 25, N'Zoth's First Mate. So this is a warrior card, and it's a 1-mana 1/1 battle cry. Equip a 1/3 Rusty Hook. Now we've compared this to two other warrior cards. One, a Wrathy Weaponsmith, which is a 4-mana 3/3 battle cry. Equip a 2/2 weapon. So the same kind of concept with the battle cry. And a spell, which is Upgrade, which is 1 mana. If you have a weapon, give it 1/1. Otherwise, equip a 1/3.
So, people are playing Paladin. You play this card, and you win the game. Every single hero power is useless in the next 3 to 4 turns, depending on how long it takes you to equip another weapon.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the anti-Paladin card, first of all. It's a pirate, which means nothing.
There's no. What are you gonna do? What pirate?
Ship's cannon is gone.
Yeah, ship's cannon is gone. It's the only Bloodsail Raider, I guess, gains something.
It doesn't change anything though.
I'm just saying
Bloodsail Raider just gains the attack.
Yeah.
Play this turn 1. Bloodsail Raider, 2 mana, 3/3, pretty good.
It's better. Yeah. It's a lot. It's pretty good.
But anyways, so this card, right? So you look at Upgrade, right? Is it for 1 mana? Would you rather give a weapon +1, or equip the same weapon? I wonder what weapon is that weapon gonna change into the Rusty Hook? Anyways, I don't even know what that weapon is called normally.
Huh.
I'm searching this up.
Me too. Well, I probably shouldn't do it as well. I should probably keep the commentary going.
Hook. No. Upgrade weapon.
Yeah, just look up Upgrade weapon. Perfect. I wanted to compare it to a Wrathy Weaponsmith while Falcofar's comparing it to Upgrade. I think I put it as a comparison here because it's the same kind of concept, equipping the weapon, and I think that's what makes these cards.
It's a heavy axe.
It's called a heavy axe?
Yeah.
What type of swirl does it have? Classic? It's a classic card. I don't know. I don't think it'll change it into Westy Hook.
I feel
Westy Hook. You got a Westy
I
Westy
hope they
Hook.
change it because that's how Muster the Battle.
Muster the Battle.
Muster for Battle. Equip the 1/4 weapon. Light's Justice.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyways.
Alrighty then.
I wonder if they could hear that. Hopefully not. Anyway.
They're banging on the floor. Shut up down
We're
there.
in the basement and there's people upstairs laughing. Anyway, so Upgrade is never played. It's just never played.
It's a bad card. Well, yeah, it's bad.
It's not a bad card. It's just there's better options. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad.
I would play N'Zoth's First Mate every time.
Over Upgrade?
Every time.
Probably. Especially if there's a lot of Paladins, because that just makes their hero power useless.
Which is a huge part of the early game for some Paladins. Well, if they don't have the cards.
Mid-range.
They don't have the cards, what I'm saying. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll get some play.
I feel like it'll get play.
Maybe a one-off. I wouldn't put 2 in.
Cards like this you probably would.
Really?
No.
I don't think you'd put 2 in.
It depends.
Because you already have other weapons.
If they release a bunch of pirate synergy, it might go in.
Sorry, you just said pirate and synergy in the same word. Same sentence.
No, because there's the pirate leader, the 3/3 buff card, kind of like the warlock one.
Captain Greenbeard.
Then there's like the charge pirate, right? So if
it's Captain Skycrag.
Yeah, so if they release enough, it's Captain Pirate something.
It's not
if
Captain
they
Pirate
release enough pirates to make it possible to do the synergy, like there's probably more than double Murlocs than pirates.
Yes, most definitely. I think Captain Craig.
Anyways, so if they release enough pirates for it possible and a reason to play pirates, like Murlocs, you play them because they're weak minions that when you put them all together, they all buff each other up, right? It's like beasts. You play them because you have like cards that buff each other beasts, like Houndmaster, right? Stuff like that.
Bloodsail Raider, Buccaneer.
It doesn't
Buccaneer's
matter.
Not
I don't want to. That's
Dread
rogue
Corsair.
only. That's rogue only.
Dread Corsair.
What one's that?
The
3/3. Anyways, they give you a reason to play pirates. Like, when you have a lot of pirates on the board, something happens. Kind of like when you have a lot of Murlocs on the board, you just kind of win the game because there's so many Murlocs on the board that your opponent can't deal with them. And you can kill your opponent like turn 5 for some reason because you have a lot of Murlocs on the board. Right? And they give you like a reason to play pirates. I can see this being played every deck.
I agree.
If there's a pirate warrior thing.
South Sea Captain's pretty good with it. You're right.
That's what I said.
I know. I'm saying you're right. I agree with what you're saying. And Captain Greenskin has good synergy with this card.
No.
Yeah, you get the weapon 1/1, boom boom, pirates.
You play Captain Greenskin on Arcanite Reaper.
That's good. 6/3.
It would be, yeah.
Moving on to the last card of the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Ancient Shield Bearer. It's a 7 mana, 6/6 battle cry. If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, gain 10 armor. So I once again put Calaxy Amber Weaver here because it's a similar card in this. Whoa, we've flown back to Cthulhu, I think.
Yeah. So, just on the fact of you play this card the card on the right turn 2 Beckoneer Weaver, and Cthulhu's chosen
Turn 4.
Turn 4. That's enough.
Ow.
That's enough for all of these cards to work.
Both of these cards, Calaxy Amber Weaver and Ancient Shield
it's
Bearer.
not like it's a long shot. It's not like by turn 7. It's not like
you could have Calaxy Amber Weaver on turn 4 with the 4/10 being a 4/10.
That'll be hard to do.
I agree, but I'm saying
you'd have to go coin
on turn 3.
2/3.
No. 2 and 3 on turn 2. And
no.
coin turn 3 for the 4 mana one. And you can get this on turn 4.
Oh, I was thinking with the Twilight Elder or something.
Oh no, I was thinking.
Or like coin on turn 1, the 2/3, and then play another one on turn 2, and then that would work.
That would work also. There's many ways to trigger it, but I'm saying that I think that Calaxy Amber Weaver is a better card than Ancient Shield Bearer. Personally, I think you're more likely to. I think you're more likely to get the activator here than on Ancient Shield Bearer.
If it was Priest, it would be better, 100%. But
it's not.
It's a Druid card.
3 left, asshole.
Okay. It's a Druid card. And as Druid, do you want a 4/10?
Does it help? It's a strong body, but other than that, what is it? Also, is this like, am I getting an anodized bear thing here, or am I getting the 5/2/2/5 card? Does it become a 4/10, or is it silenceable? That's my question.
Gain +5 health. It's probably silenceable.
Because what's Druid of the Flame? Is that the card?
Okay, no, that says choose one, transform into 5/2. This one just says gain +5 health.
So it could be
probably
silenced.
like Ancient of War, where it
But
said,
Ancient Shield Bearer cannot be silenced. Its effect will happen every time.
It's a battle.
Please, bear with me here. Bear with me.
Okay, so we'll compare this stat for stat. For 1 extra mana, you're getting +1/+1, and double the armor, assuming you have the Cthulhu.
Cthulhu with attack.
Yeah.
Do you keep this card in your hand to wait for Cthulhu, or do you play it? Ancient Shield Bearer, I mean.
Ancient Shield Bearer, you only play without the Cthulhu buff.
If you're losing.
If you don't have the Cthulhu buff up to 10 by turn 7, you've basically already lost. Like,
if you're playing a Cthulhu deck.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the 2 mana card, let's say if you're running the 2 mana card, the 3 mana card, and the 4 mana card to buff your Cthulhu, and you haven't drawn basically 2 of them, what have you been playing on those turns? It's like, how have you made it this far without dying already, right? So it's almost like this is a guarantee, or you've already lost.
And of course, Shield Maiden is your classic card.
No, that's a
no,
GVG.
I'm saying this is the replacement for your classic armor card.
Yeah.
Where you just gain 5 armor for 6 minutes.
She can take the hit. Anyway,
is that what she said?
Yeah, I can take the hit when you put her out. That's fine. But the Calaxy Amber Weaver, rarely on turn 4
will you have that.
Will you actually have the?
That's not so bad for 4 mana card.
I feel like that card is strong. I feel like at 4 mana, there should be a downside to playing it. It should be like a 4 mana 4/4.
Yeah, because this
like,
isn't a
this isn't a 7 mana
card.
7/8 or 7/7 or anything. It's a 7 mana 6/6, but this one's a 4 mana 4/5.
Yeti.
Why wouldn't it have some?
It's a Yeti with only positive upside.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? This is one of those cards that you'd almost put in a deck to psych out. I'm playing a Cthulhu deck.
I don't know what that means. You can't. What does that mean? You have to psych the guy out.
No.
Oh no!
No, so Calaxy Amber Reaver, you see that, you think, oh, he's playing a Cthulhu deck.
That doesn't change your strategy. You can't stop the Cthulhu thing from happening.
You can assume to see certain cards that aren't there.
That's true. You might be playing around cards.
Like, what if there's spells that have to do with Cthulhu's health or attack that we haven't seen yet, right? You might play around those spells or play around a certain battle cry from a Cthulhu type minion or something that he doesn't have.
That's true. I like it. Anyways, I think Ancient Shield Bearer is a much worse card than Calaxy Amber Weaver, but it's not necessarily really bad. Oh, thanks for crossing out poor old Shield Maid, and she can handle herself. Thank you very much. Okay, well, this has gotten weird. This has gotten real weird.
I don't know what I'm doing.
This has gotten oh, wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for...
Oh, you can... What? I didn't know that happened.
Ooh. Ooh.
How did it get on all of them?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did it get on all of them?
Ooh.
It got on all of them.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this episode.
Wait, where's the one that I drew on it before? It's gone, what I drew. No, that's the wrong slide. Don't.
There.
It's still there, okay.
You also drew on that one, though. Didn't you?
There's a little dot there. By accident.
No, I don't. No, maybe.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's you trying to click to move to the next slide.
Yeah.
Oh, there it was. Back two. Another one. Another one.
Another one.
The thing is...
Okay, can I somehow get rid of this?
Yeah, it gets rid of it on its own when you end the slideshow.
No, but what if I wanted to get rid of it now?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for watching. Let's get out of this video before anything too bad happens. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys all next time when more cards are released. Hopefully I can keep doing this for you guys. That way you guys can get your fix from me. This video's been going on for over an hour. This is the new longest video on my channel. Literally. I hope you enjoyed.
Is it all in one video or 2 30 minutes?
I don't even know what to do with my life.